Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating and no umbrella.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see Luke Musgrave. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Packers and the Rams, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Kingsley Enagbari. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm Van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951. And he threw for 554 yards in that game. Later, won a championship as a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 20 on the air. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind says cluttered the entire time they're away. They've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Madden rising now on to punt this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Love looking to throw it. Completes it again to Doubs.
Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that count.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Up the gut, Fournette. Breaks a tackle. There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, they feel disrespected, and they want to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect it. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. Throwing, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Love. Looking deep here for Doubs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got the hook up with Doubs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 17-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass
protection just has not been there this afternoon. Inside handoff now to Fournette. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately. People block for the quarterback. So many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Stafford on first down. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. There's Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Lucas Van Ness. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're starting up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you. Because you're always... Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And some space here. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. A monster game so far. Third quarter, he is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will be caught at the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To the air again, Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. Dances by him. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Love now. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have got it on cruise control. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught. Now inside the 25. Cooper Kupp, touchdown L.A. Cooper Kupp, 81 yards. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Folk connects on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now inside the 25, Cooper Kupp, touchdown Rams. Cooper Kupp with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Rams are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point up and good by Folk. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. That's taken in by Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. To throw now. Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 62 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is
it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 52 yards. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. 3rd and 19. Now Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Kingsley Enagbare able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken it around the 40. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a second down throw for Love here. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams are able to claw one back. Folk connects on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
Love now on second down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Going back to Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The throw by Love taken in by Watson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Love. Touchdown! Jaden Reed, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the 50, it's Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Rams. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Folk as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go 400? You think maybe that was other than the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
First down, Love to pass. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back Leonard Fournette. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Now it's Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go Here's Stafford now on second down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
This is caught. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Carlson for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On first down, Stafford here. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now Stafford. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Stafford. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.